Hollywood just can't help themselves. They always have to ruin a good thing by bringing their own personal politics into something to completely ruin the experience of the audience. And that is exactly what is happening right now with House of the Dragon, with what Olivia Cooke says here, who is one of the main actresses in the show, when she talks about Trump supporters and everything else. And this is absolutely ridiculous what she says here. She completely attacks anyone who has a political opinion that goes against the Hollywood narrative, and it's absolutely disgusting and insane. We're going to get into all of this here. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. House of the Dragon star Olivia Cooke was told to play her character like a Trump supporter. Olivia Cooke couldn't stomach even pretending to be a Trump supporter. This is just so ridiculous. Just think about how insane this is. This is a fantasy show about dragons and white-haired people and all of these different things. And the only thing that they can continue to do is bring real-world relevant politics into these types of stories, and that is why all of these stories always continue to fall apart. This last episode just really made me just really enjoy where the show is going and everything else. But then you continue to see things like this, where celebrities and actresses and actors continue to open their mouths and say some of the most ridiculous things imaginable, which is exactly what is happening here. And that does put a sour taste in your mouth when you go back to continue watching these different shows, even if it is a good show, which is why shows like Terminal List continue to do well, and movies like Top Gun Maverick continue to do well, because people like Chris Pratt and Tom Cruise don't bring politics into their shows and movies and all of these different things. They don't speak about that type of stuff. And that is a very smart thing for them to do, because that continues to build upon the success. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with this show after some of the most insane things that I've seen coming from one of these actresses in a while says. So let's go ahead and get into this and see what Olivia Cooke has to say here. The House of the Dragon actress who took over the role of Alicent Hightower from Emily Carey due to a series time jump revealed that co-showrunners advised her to find inspiration from the disgraced former president. The series creators told Cooke to view the character Queen Alicent like a woman for Trump. It's just so insane, man. I just didn't want to give them any more mental real estate than they already had, Cooke told Entertainment Weekly about calling back to the Trump family. So I tried to find a different route into her, but I could see that they were saying with this complete indoctrination and denial of her own autonomy and rights, I just couldn't be asked to go down that road. Cooke noted that Alicent had been bittered and twisted over time due to her prescribed gender role. Oh my gosh. And then we get into this paragraph here, which is, oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. Alicent has been completely bred to breed, and to breed powerful men. Oh, the outrage. That's her only function in this life, Cooke said. Alicent, up until we haven't gotten to the time jump yet in House of the Dragon, but up to this point, Alicent has been such a well-developed character. She has a lot of depth to her. She has a lot of interest and complexity and everything else. Man, it's so weird, man. These people just live in a reality that we don't live in. It's just bizarre. She can tell herself that she's going to sway and nurture and persuade in a very womanly, feminine way, but it's all effing BS. Unless you're fighting the men, you'll never be heard. That's a really sad way to look on women. It's learning to live within this straitjacket of oppression. How do I move inch by inch every single day to loosen the straps? Victimization at its finest. I mean, come on. Come on, people. This isn't the real world. It just isn't. She added that Alicent had to walk this tightrope for her whole entire life. All of these people are continuing to be just completely obsessed by Trump, and it's so sad. Oh my goodness. And it's so funny that up here she talks about how I just didn't want to give them any more mental real estate than they already had, as someone who is still very, very much obsessed with Orange Man Bad. And apparently he doesn't have any real estate in her head. Really? This is like, it's so obvious that that Orange Man Bad has taken up all of the mental real estate still in the minds of Hollywood. And it's such a weird thing, man. It is so bizarre. This reality that they live in that just isn't normal reality. It's so crazy. So far, I've been enjoying it, but, you know, with comments like this definitely has an effect on the way that I'm going to be viewing this show moving forward, which is really sad to say. But all of that aside, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. What do you think about what Olivia Cook has to say here? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.